Hello, welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to do another unboxing of a game that we got off of Kickstarter. And this is a game by Lafair Games. It was designed by three teenagers who live in, I believe, in Austin, Texas, around that area there. And the game is called Mapmaker, the Gerrymandering game. And it is actually involves redistricting or district according to the area you live in order to try to get votes in your favor. That's what gerrymandering is. I had to look it up initially. I didn't know what it was. But inside they have a, well, you'll see what happens when we open the box there. But yeah, it's a game designed by three teenagers of all in the same family. And let's take a look at it. So it's a game for 2 to 4 players, ages 8 and up, 30 to 45 minutes. Very simple to play. Show you the back here, and this is the family that designed it right here. And again, it was designed last year. Well, it just came out now. I just got my copy a couple days ago, and this is the game board here. It's a hexagonal type game board, and as you can see, there's different colored tokens, and each one of those represents the different political parties. And you can see there's little brown or black, I guess, black wooden pieces there that you put sort of like work like fences, and this is actually kind of like drawing the lines of for each party lines, I guess you could say, or district lines to determine which votes are in what district, kind of thing. And then your goal here is to win districts. The 2-player game plays inside the light board there, and then is one for it's a solo and 2-player, I think. Then there's a 3-player version and a 4-player version, which uses bigger pieces of the map. But the goal is to control the most areas of the map. And again, there are some other things to it. There are like swing districts you can get and so forth. But it's a very easy premise to the game. I guess it mirrors a game called Dots. I guess I've heard it. A board game called Dots. I haven't played it, but again, yeah, the goal is to get as many districts as possible. Very simple premise there. Anyway, so let's see what's included here. It's I'm not going to read the whole thing in the back, but if you'd like to, I guess you could. But if you want to focus on there to read it, but basically you represent a political party, and a lot of strategy involved in it. Simple to learn, but a lot of strategy in it. But it includes 1 regional map, 1 gerrymandering manual, 110 wooden district borders, 73 voter tokens, 28 wooden district markers. Those are the little fences there you put up. No, actually, I'm sorry, 110 district borders. Those are the fences there. 28 wooden district markers, 5 velvet bags, I guess 1 for each party, and 1 gerrymandering is not a game proclamation. And they did, when they created this on Kickstarter, they did send a bunch of copies to state legislatures. And in fact, there's a quote from, I guess, Arnold Schwarzenegger. He backed this game too. Well, at least supported it with a tweet or a quote or something. I believe it was. So anyway, so without further ado, let's get inside and see what's inside this box, since it is an unboxing. And it's by Lafair Games again, and Go Games, actually, is out of Austin, Texas. All right. Let's undo the box here. If I can. Let's see. Oh, man. box. We'll just put that right here. And here's the proclamation that comes included inside the game. It's about gerrymandering is not a game. It says, except when it is. It says, we hope you enjoy Mapmaker, the gerrymandering game. More importantly, we hope you remember that gerrymandering affects all people in real districts across the country. Where was I? Okay. Voters should choose their representatives, not the other way around. And we live in a democratic republic founded on this principle. Gerrymandering for personal or political gain undermines our democracy. The only gerrymandering that should be happening is with family and friends during inconsequential sessions of playing our board game. Mapmaker, the gerrymandering game, sincerely. And then it's Joshua Lafair, Louis Lafair, Rebecca Lafair, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, there it is, right there. So he signed it. Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll be back. Okay. So anyway, and then there's also signed by others here. Some families, it looks like, as you can see. And that's it right there. So that's a little proclamation that's included in every game box there. Okay, so let's get to the components here. Here is the rule book, the manual. So nice color manual here. Again, the rules are pretty self-explanatory. The goal at the end of the game is the entire board will be sectioned off into district. Whoever has the most districts wins. Give some examples of gameplay and everything. Explains what the terms are. What things you can do and can't do. Some frequently asked questions, strategy tips. I'm going for swing counties. Solo player rule variants here, which I'll definitely be taking advantage of that too. I like games that offer the solo variant in it. And it's about gerrymandering and deep redistricting. Gives you a little history of it. About Albert, 1812 founding father and former vice president Elbridge Gerry. I imagine that's where gerrymandering came from. Passed a salamander-shaped district into law. As a result, his party won a majority of seats in the state senate without the majority of the vote. Gerrymander was derived from Jerry and salamander, popularized in a political cartoon. So there it is right there. Interesting. In the Boston Gazette. All right, and it gives a little more Supreme Court cases and stuff like that. Interesting there. I'll probably read that on my own time and on your own time. Again, some more terms. So it's very it's educational and everything, because it is a real thing. So again, it's knowledge of politics isn't necessary, but it does kind of add to the theme and the flavor of the game. But you can play without that. And then, oh, there we go. There's some math term right there. Algorithms. Helpful for drawing districts. I'm sure a lot of math is involved there. Which, if you know me, math is a big part of my life. So, all right. So that is the rule book. So it's a 15-page rule book. Nice, colorful rule book there. All right. Let's take a look at the pieces here. And not too much involved in here. Very simple. So these are your tokens for number of voters of each that are going to vote a certain way, like a donkey, or imagine represents the Democrats there, and the porcupine. I think that's the. I want to say that's the Libertarian one, or something. And then there's that 0 there for the swing district, and I imagine there's a blank one too. And then there's the leaf one, the green leaf one, which represents the Green Leaf Party. And the, oops, I got them mixed up there. Of course, the donkey for the Democrat there with the blue, and then the Republican with the elephant with the red. That's it right there. So that's pretty much it. And I guess you just have the one swing district there, or whatever it is there, the 0. So that's it there. So I think that's it. I think it's pretty much just that and the game board. Oh, no, actually, there's that's right. There's a lot more to it. There's the meeples and everything. I forgot about that. I know there were some Kickstarter stretch goals reached. So let me show you the pieces first, then I'll show you the game board. So these are the wooden pieces here for which you're gonna use for your districts. And then, oh, here we go. Here are the nice, very nice wooden meeples here. So these I'm pretty sure these were stretch goals. Very nice. I had the print and play version of it, and obviously this is much nicer. Nice wooden pieces and everything here. Very cool. And again, the game was not very expensive at all. It was very cheap. It was very considering for a board game. It was only, I think it was, I want to say I paid it's 32. I think retail it's going to be $39.99, but it's just 32, which is definitely a lot cheaper than a lot of the board games that I have sponsored. Again, not a ton of components, but nice, very nice though. Very nice for small printing and small run. Some very nice. I've seen some other Kickstarters which have gone over 100,000. This one didn't, obviously, but which didn't have nearly as nice pieces as these are. So very nice, all the party pieces and everything in there. And then your bags, which is always nice. Open these up. This is where you can put all your tokens. Ooh, very nice velvety type bags. A nice drawstring. Yeah, these are very nice. Definitely much nicer than some of the games I've got, like I know the Dice Settlers one were very small, and I mean these are small, but they're just, I don't know, they're good quality components. And you get all your 4 colors here. Actually, you get 5 colors. So it must be, I think it's only a 4-player game, but I think one of them probably is to put these tokens in or something. Or maybe it might be for you randomly drawing the voter tiles there, the district tiles, these tiles right here. So that's probably a bag for those. Sorry, I'm going to pause the video for a second, set up the board, and show you that. All right, so here's the game board setup right here, with some of the meeples on here. Again, all the hexagonal shapes here. The 6 octagonal. No, octagonal, that'd be 8. It'd be hexagonal, would be 6, yeah. Hexagon, yep. So 6-sided shapes here. And I'd like to show you a little bit. Let me get some of the pieces out. So I just take a couple of these out just to show you. So basically the pieces will go in here. Kind of, just give you an example with a couple of different parties. So this would be like for a 2-player game, you'd just set up to the edges here. Let's do one more, I guess. And a couple more, I guess. Alright, so that's kind of an example there, and then basically you would set up your, I think the first player gets 1, and then the second player gets 2, and then the third, when you go around again, the first player will get 3, and then the second player will get 4, and I think it stops at 4. I'm not sure, but that's the kind of gist I got. So basically, you'd be placing your districts right here and everything. I mean, your border markers here, and you can do whatever, and your goal is to kind of just to get groups and to get more workers. Like that yellow would definitely go for here, because he would get more voters, used to workers and everything. But 11, 15. So you get 15, and say this was a district here, and you closed it off. You would get just a couple more in here. So that would be a district in there, kind of thing. And there's all kinds of strategy. You know, again, you can't do these all at once, so there's opportunities for the other player to like, you know, to bring the district in the other direction. And then now that yellow has won that one, they would put their meeple in there, which is nice. So anyway, that's just a brief overview there. I'm probably going to do a game, once I play the game a few times, is do like an overview of the game and the rules and everything. But again, this is just like an example here showing the components off a little bit on the game board. And again, 2-player game plays up to here. 3-player game would play up to here. And then the 4-player game would play the entire board. So anyway, so that is pretty much it. That is... see if I can get the... oh, where are they? That is Mapmaker, the Gerrymandering Game by Lafair Games. So I look forward to getting this to the table today. And we also just got another box. Show you another box right here in the mail today. So I think I know what that is. But we'll be doing another unboxing soon, maybe even this weekend. We'll see if we get around to it. So again, Gerrymandering. I mean, the Mapmaker, the Gerrymandering Game by Lafair Games. So take care and God bless. Bye-bye now.